So let's just look here. If you look at this overall, we notice that there's basically just one big chunk of text, okay? There really doesn't seem to be any, kind of organization. And so this is known as free verse. So a free verse poem is one that lacks a consistent rhyme scheme, metrical pattern, or musical form. So basically stream of consciousness. Like this video right here is very much stream of consciousness, right? I haven't really planned this out. I'm just teaching you guys, whatever. And yeah, like if you look at it, it's just one big chunk of text. There's not really any stanza, right? So it's just free verse. So everybody just write down free verse. Now, the other thing, the reason why free verse is important is because we know for a fact that free verse just kind of shows the untraveled thoughts of the poet, right? So it's just like free flow of thoughts, right? Of the poet's thoughts. There's no organization to it. They're just kind of telling a story. Okay, let's break this down. So one day soon, he'll tell her it's time to start packing, and the kids will yell truly and get really excited for no reason. The brown Kelpie pup will start dashing about, tripping everyone up, and she'll go out to the vegetable patch and pick up all the green tomatoes from the vines. So immediately, the next thing that you got to figure out is, are there any themes? Are there any motifs? And more importantly, are there any implicit clues that create a motif or a theme? So immediately here, we see green tomatoes. What does that mean? That means that the green tomatoes that are not ripe for picking, okay? So not ripe for picking, right? So they're not ready to go yet. And what are green tomatoes symbolic of? The fact that these people are not really ready to go, right? Ready to move somewhere else, right? We know obviously when the kids yell truly, again, they're obviously quite startled. They get excited for no reason. They start dashing about. This is a bit of an announcement, a bit of a surprise to everyone, okay? And notice how the oldest girl is closer to tears because she was happy here. Now the youngest girl is beaming because she wasn't. And obviously the idea that we have here is everyone's reactions, right? Everyone's reactions, there are kind of like mixed reactions. Obviously the younger people are quite happy, whereas the older ones are a little bit more startled and confused and they don't really want to move. But we have all the mixed reactions. We kind of have the chaos of the household. So like the fiction, I'm just writing down all the emotions here and just things to be aware of. And the first thing she'll put on the trailer will be the bottling set she never unpacked. So do you guys see how the green tomatoes and the bottling set she never unpacked almost add to the same theme? These are all related ideas. So you always want to find related clues or related ideas or related objects or related symbols, because if you can put them together, they can kind of create a theme. And here the theme is that they're not ready, okay? They're not ready to move. They are not ready. It is unexpected. It's almost like, the cup is half full, okay? Like the cup is half full and then they have to move, okay? Anyway, and when the loaded ute bumps down the drive past the blackberry canes with their last shriveled fruit, okay, she won't even ask why they're leaving this time or where they're heading for. She'll only remember how, when they came, she held her hands bright with berries, the first of season, make a wish, Tom, make a wish. So now that we have the shriveled fruit and the juxtaposition between the shriveled fruit and the bright with berries, this could symbolize a whole bunch of different things. The first thing that we know is that this is juxtaposition because there's obviously a contrast, right? We know that this could perhaps represent how the woman is tired, okay, from moving different places, okay? So the woman might be very, very tired, exhausted, kind of, depleted, right? Depleted of energy from all the different moves. And we kind of see that here as well. It says she won't ask why they're moving or where they're heading for, because it's just happened so many times already, right? And the other key word is this time, right? She won't even ask why they're leaving this time, because it's just happened so many times in the past. There's no point to even ask. Yeah, all good. Make a wish, Tom, make a wish. Okay, the first of season, make a wish, make a wish, make a wish. And this is quite pensive towards the end, because this would have been, when you talk about making a wish, there's a feeling of hope. And we know that the beginning was always very, very hopeful. And now we're kind of towards the end. We're towards the move. And this might imply that the wish could have been like just to stay here, but we know that that hope is kind of gone right now, okay, because they're moving. Makes sense? Okay, cool. So hopefully all of this is clear. We know that drifters are basically people who just move from place to place. They're basically nomads. Okay, that's a key idea. And we're going to jump into questions right now. Cool. The other thing that you can talk about in terms of structure, because it's free verse, we kind of see it, mesh very, very well with the subject matter of drifters, in that there is no set structure, right? They just kind of move, they kind of go with the flow. It's rather like just the natural chaos of the world, okay? Let's jump in. So who is the main focus of the poem? This is a very interesting question. Who is the main focus of the poem? The main focus of the poem, because there's a lot of people who are mentioned throughout, like the youngest daughter, the oldest daughter, everybody, but they're only mentioned like briefly. It says one day he'll tell her it's time to start packing, and her refers to the mum, okay? So we're talking about mum right here, okay? Does that make sense? And then she'll put on the trailer, she never unpacked, all of this she. And the other thing that you should probably keep in mind is that she is nameless, okay? She is nameless, right? We're just referring to the mum through a pronoun, which kind of almost symbolizes her insignificance, right? In terms of the decision making and all of that, and how she's kind of not recognized at all for her efforts. She just kind of listens and she does what she is told, which is not good, all right? It's not good at all. But it can't be the youngest daughter. The youngest daughter, oldest daughter are basically same. It's not the little dog, because that's barely mentioned, right, as well. It's a mother of the family. That should be pretty obvious, because that's the person who's being mentioned over and over again, her thoughts. Okay, green tomatoes. Why do we have the green tomatoes? We talked about it. Green tomatoes are not ripe for picking. And so to show the move has come too soon, yes, it's not ripe yet. Convey the family's enthusiasm, definitely not. How imperfect life can be. Now, I know a lot of you guys might choose how imperfect life can be. Imperfect is not really the right word, because a green tomato is not imperfect. It's just imperfect because of time, but over time it will be perfect. Does that make sense? So it's really more relating to time rather than perfection. So it refers to time more than perfection. So it's not to show how imperfect time can be. Wasted opportunity, again, not really, right? It's just, it needs time to grow, okay? You wouldn't describe a child as a wasted opportunity. They just need some time to grow. You wouldn't describe an imperfect child either. They just need some time to grow. So the only thing that refers to time is A, okay? So just be aware of that. I know C and D seem like very attractive options because they're all rather negative, but I think the key word that you should have looked at would be soon. Okay, what is the repeated use of the word and at the very beginning of lines? Okay, and. So here, because we have the word and over again, we have the accumulation of their mixed reactions, right? From all the different people, right? All different people have different reactions, the young person, the dog, everybody else. It imitates the boring stability of life. Probably not, because right now it's referring to the chaos. It's definitely not imitating the boring stability of life, because and kind of increases the volatility of action, or the perception of volatility, right? And this person, and this person, and this person. Volatility, okay? Volatility of action, right? So a lot is going on, right? Accumulation of actions. Okay, so emphasize the sudden haste following the father's decision. Yes, haste refers to the, the volatility slash the chaos of everybody's, reaction. Indicates careful planning. No. Hints at hopes of the future. Definitely not. okay? Because right now it's just all in shambles. The bottling she never unpacked, again, that just symbolizes the fact that they've always been on the move. They've never had a time to really settle down and enjoy life and unpack everything, okay? So they move so often they don't have time to put everything away. That is a very good answer. It's not unnecessary items. This is also related to the green tomatoes. Okay, why does the woman decide not to ask any questions? Probably because she's given up hope. She's not hoping. It's not like she's caught in the general excitement. All of these are all positive, right? Hoping, general excitement, eager, that's definitely not it. She's just given up hope, right? She's given up hope. She feels rather helpless. She feels rather hopeless, which is probably what she hinges on memories of the past, right? The nostalgia of, you know, the past that was so hopeful, because now she's so helpless, okay? She won't even ask why they're moving this time because it happened so many times. Okay, bright with berries, like I said, that is symbolic of the hope back in the day, feelings of optimism for the future. Okay, do not interpret this. This is a symbol, okay? So it's meant to symbolize something. Do not ever interpret a symbol literally, okay? So don't interpret symbols literally. I see so many kids interpret symbols literally and they get it wrong, okay? So don't do that at all. In this case, the vibrant colors of the Australian bush would be a literal interpretation. So that's wrong. Or growing your own food. Again, that's not good. Misleading nature of appearances, that's too much of an over extrapolation, right? So this is rather positive. It's going in the other direction. That's not what we're looking for, and it's not supported by the passage at all. So it can't be C. Okay, obviously the answer is going to be D. Cool. Okay, so we've gone through the first 14 questions. I think what I'll do is I'm going to create a part 2 for this video. Now, I want you guys to do a couple of things in the comments because I'm still improving this. I'm still making this better. And this is going to be a process. Let me know if you enjoyed the video. So comment down below if you enjoyed the video. If you didn't like the video, just give me a dislike. Okay, that way I know that you didn't like the video. But if you did enjoy the video, you found it helpful, click the like button. There are going to be more videos, and subscribe as well because there's going to be a lot more videos coming on the YouTube channel. The other thing, if you've really enjoyed this and you want some other resources to improve, / you want to do a diagnostic test to figure out where you are, you can go to the website www.scholarlytraining.com and you can fill out the form. Okay, if you fill out the form, you'll get added to our email list, our mailing list. And once you subscribe to our mailing list, then you will get access to a lot of free materials, just like this video, and a lot of free extra things. And if you watch the video, you like teaching, and you really are looking for a coaching college, or you're not happy with the current coaching college, then again, fill out the form, and obviously we'll give you a call. Okay, so that is it for me. Hopefully you guys have really enjoyed this video, and look out for part 2, which will be coming out in the next few days. If you're watching this and part 2 might already be out. Anyway, that's it for me. Thanks guys, and I'll see you guys all very soon. Bye.